Hello, Jadies and Lintleman, and welcome. Why is my music not starting? Hang on. I did it. My music is starting. Let me also make sure that the playlist is looping too. There we go. Back to welcome back to Coven SMP. It's been a while. My house my house is full of cobwebs. Okay, I'm leaving these here for now. It'll be fine. A lot of things have happened since I was gone, haven't they? Lovely. Eh. Okay. So I basically had no time to log on over the holidays. I was just busy being at home with family. What is this? Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Okay. Give me a second. My mute button didn't quite work properly. Apologies for the big sniffle. Okay, so I got XP versus Shads. Expedition. Hang on. This is not good legal music. Give me a moment. Is this the one I'm thinking of? Here we go. No, this one's too chill. Which one do I want? No. Here we go, okay. Expedition, I think that's spelled wrong, but whatever, versus Shads. After multiple incidents with members of the Expedition, and growing tired of caring about us, the Expedition member Shads has been deemed persona non grata and has been exiled. Further are the terms. 1. Shads is to be considered exiled from all colonized, also spelled wrong, area of the Runelands. 2. Anyone discovered aiding Shads will no longer be given any support by other members of the Expedition. 3. Shads is not considered an active threat, do not attack unless necessary. 4. Shad's Hobbit Hole is now considered vacant and should only be investigated and should only be entered for investigative purposes. Resources to be determined what to do with. 5. All of these terms also apply to the deity, the Blighted King, who is revealed to be another form of the Shads. 6. These terms can be amended at any time via the summoning of another expedition meeting. With the power vested in Pix A Pixel, liaison of the Arcanum Judiciary and representative of the expedition sponsor, these terms are considered in effect across all of the Runelands. Signed, Pix A Pixel. Huh. Well then. That's interesting. Do I have any sweet berries? 1 second. So something's happened. Because that doesn't quite seem like normal of Shads, you know? Wonder where this is going. Let's just also, squint all that out there. Anyway, so the other problem, and I'm actually going to once again change the music for this. It's this. This, whatever's going on with this whole This is not good. It's also odd that there's, like, nobody else here. Legit, I'm just gonna, like, send a message in the Discord and be like, hi, does anyone want to get online and be a problem together? Or alternatively, does anyone potentially want to help me make a minigame? Because today I am looking into setting up a minigame somewhere. I don't know where I want to put it, though. That's the first problem. Probably somewhere like... maybe here-ish? I don't know. Or I could just travel, like, way out into the ocean or whatever. It's very funny to me how much this cold biome is. I could just travel, like, way out far somewhere. And then just start building a minigame. But also, at the same time, I would have to be, like, running back and forth here over and over for hours and years. Warp scroll... Anyway, let's put back on the Babazu music. Oh, I need, what's it called? And then, how do I actually make parchment for this? And I might need more ender pearls, or blaze eye thingies. Oh, interesting. I think I can, like, duplicate them almost. Huh. Okay, I need a little bit of... You know what, let me just use this, because I don't really need that anymore. Oh. Oh, sick, I actually already have one. Awesome. Do these. There we go. That's not... I don't know why I did that. Anyway. Don't worry about that. I'm just very smart. That's all. Yeah, so that's a really ominous message to see every, like, 10 minutes or so, actually. Sorry, give me a second. I'm just a little bit distracted. It's been like a month since I streamed, you know? Okay. So I want to make a mini game. And my idea is basically to do something like a death run mini game. I don't know. Why is there an illusioner on my property? I can't see anything, but what I do know is that chocolate milk will help. Don't. Hecka? Okay, weird. Sorry, hot chocolate, not chocolate milk. Here's a harmful effect. Lovely. Stop it. Stop it. And I just got his head, which doesn't actually match? Weird, okay, anyway. Oh, there's a ton of apples here. Okay, yeah, I'm literally just picking. I wonder if there's, like, an easier way to pick these, you know? Aside from by hand. I don't know. Yeah, it'll be fine. Also, that... I could have sworn that pond was entirely frozen over a moment ago. Everybody, I think I'm going insane. Or at least I would be if I weren't already insane. Anyway, let's see here. Can I, like, do anything interesting? No? Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out what kind of minigame I want to build is the thing. Normally, I build minigames in creative mode first, and then I put them into survival. But I can't actually figure out how to make a super flat world in Terralith, you know? Oh, okay, apparently I was flying. I don't know what to do with... You know what? I'm actually literally just gonna leave all these cheeseburgers in here. That'll be fine. It'll be okay, I promise. Okay, that being said... I really just don't remember what else I was doing before I left, which is kind of upsetting. Yeah, I really don't remember what I was up to. That's actually, like, genuinely kind of annoying. Okay, let me also, like, make sure that my microphone is actually hooked up properly. Setting. Select microphone. I like how it has, like, non-functional microphones even hooked up. That's fun. Why don't I head over to the market? Because it's kind of been forever since I came here. Ow. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay, I sneezed. Don't worry about it. I really do not remember what I was going to do. What is this full of right now? Just spare wood? Shoot! Oh no. I really don't remember what I was gonna do. And I just missed the train home. Okay. What if, literally, like, I just log off of the server and fiddle around with ideas in creative mode for a bit? Oh yes, the pig. So, okay. I have one other thought, actually. Okay. So what if I just get, like, a bajillion items, and I go out and I build an area, and then I put a minigame in the area later? That could be fun. Okay. What blocks do I want to make it out of, and where are my shulker boxes? I think I'm gonna be making it out of spruce wood. At least to a degree. Let me just grab a little bit over 1,000 again. And then I also have a lot of stone. What if I turn it into, like... No, I don't think stone bricks work well with spruce wood. What is also... Like, what else is a good color palette for spruce wood? Like, yeah, okay. Mud bricks, I guess? What else can I use these for, by the way? Let me see, like, just what other modded blocks I have a lot of. Okay. I might be making it entirely out of vanilla game blocks, actually. If this is not enough spruce wood, I will be confused at how it isn't enough spruce wood. And I literally just need 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks. I do have a lot of wheat already. Is there somewhere that I can get mud from? Like a lot of mud. I don't think the swamps had mud. I think it was like the orchid swamps and stuff. Don't I have a biome compass? There we go. There's a mangrove swamp. Let's see. 951. Negative 951, 91, I believe is what that said. 95, close enough. Nine, five, one. Swamp. And where is that now? Okay. Yeah, so why don't I just go there and just fill, like, 2 shulker boxes with mud? Let me make... How do I make efficiency? You know what? I will literally just grab some mana regen potions. Oh, I could have sworn it was nighttime. Okay. I like how my cape is broken. Can't I literally just, like, skin customization, hide cape? In that case, I think it's actually a matter of Figura. Okay. I wonder what that is. Yeah, let me go look at what that is. Zoom. Oh, the world is getting eaten a little bit. Hello? Mario? Mario! Mario! Luigi? Whatever this thing was, it's emptied. I feel like there's a lot of mud brick here, but I don't want to harvest out just stuff from a structure. That's just not very much fun. Hey, look, it's Lonnie's tower. I did not realize that Lonnie lived so close to a mango swamp. Hehe, mango swamp. Okay, that does make a lot of sense, yeah. 1 second. It's probably gonna catapult me into the air like 1,000,000 meters away. Where am I? Let me just, like, land for a little bit. If the game will let me. What is this? What is this? Who made this? Seems like something that... okay. Building in progress. It kind of seems like something that Lonnie might do. Just because of all of the archwood. Because doesn't Lonnie have 1,000,000 pieces of archwood? Entrance. Huh. And also, it's, you know, it's close to Lonnie. Bum, ba-da-ba-dum, dum. Okay, well, I am still caught in lag. There it is, okay. Girife. Lyon. Hello. Who's the traitor? Corn. It's got the juice, you know. I don't know if anyone actually knows what I'm talking about whenever I say that. Dockbush. What's this for? Anyway, yeah, time for me to just get, like, a bajillion mud, I guess. What? Okay. Weird. This music feels weirdly ominous, actually. There's the actual music. Okay. Is there a way to just mass-produce mud? Hang on. Oh, mix water and dirt. I see. Well, I'm already out here. I might as well commit to the bit, you know? Huh, limestone. Could be nice to just get a ton of limestone, too. Hello, mangrove trees. Oh, I know them. So, okay. So on a different server that I'm in, I made a minigame called Task Managers. And the way that it works is it's kind of an Among Us style thing. I don't know if I've ever seen Umbropus speak in chat. Huh. Anyway, it's kind of like an Among Us style thing where you have a bunch of tasks that you want to do in a time limit. And it might be kind of fun to do something similar to that. Alternatively, I could have like almost a Simon Says-esque thing. Where the way that it works is the game tells you, I want these items, and you have like maybe a minute to run through some kind of obstacle course to figure out where they are. That could be kind of fun. Or I could just try to redo mop cards, but I don't think that would work out. I feel like this song is, like, weirdly fitting for what I'm doing right now, actually. In, like, an oddly cold swamp, just digging out mud as it snows. That's gonna be for all of my non-mud things. And now I want to wait. There we go. Barely even had enough time to finish explaining why I was waiting. Wow. Time this ritual grants or refreshes flight. It expends it from a spore straw. I wonder if that crow was like Minecraft audio or song audio, you know? Okay, so here's my idea. What if I have something somewhat like maze adjacent slash flavored, where players are running through in order to get items? Hmm. I don't know how long I've been muted. 1 second. Okay, so I am currently pulling up a testing world, and I am going to make sure that copper bulbs and or tough bulbs work the same way that they work in the vanilla game. I think they should, but there's a lot of stuff that I actually don't really know how to do if I can't use copper bulbs for if I can't use copper bulbs for simple small T flip-flops. One thing that is nice though, since I'm working with Create Mod, I have access to remote redstone links. Oh yeah. Yeah, I forgot that I was like... Anyway. Yeah, I was figuring out how this thing works a little while ago. I really don't like Blight reacts faintly. That's just a creepy sound name. Okay, Chisel the cop. Redstone. And let's do a button as well. Okay. And if I do this... Okay, great. So these do work exactly how I expect them to. Okay, so in that case, what I can do is once I'll be finished gathering supplies relatively quickly. I'll probably want to use packed mud for the floor, I think. Yeah, that'll be a good color palette. And then let me honestly just kind of like gather more. Hehe. Anyway, let's see here. So I think the way that it'll work is I'll basically make a maze layout of packed mud. Anyway, of packed mud. And then I will take that layout, build up like walls and ceiling stuff. I don't know what I'm gonna make the ceiling out of yet. Maybe like dirt bricks or something silly like that. And then I'm going to fill it with pistons and like rotational bearings and stuff. We're like, oh yeah, complete this task and this door will fill up. Or complete this task and one of the walls will spin around to reveal something new. Kind of things. What tree is that? Trumpet. Okay. big, stupid friend. I love you. Anyway, sorry, catfish are just so dumb and I love them for it. Out of curiosity, I can haunt it into soul soil. Oh, interesting. I can actually compress it into packed mud. Which I can then use a paver to make packed mud paths. Okay. I'm also gonna just, like, grab a bunch of this limestone, because it's just kind of cool looking, and I think that it's relatively rare to spawn. Okay. This is probably gonna be enough materials, but I could have more materials is the thing. I could just have more stuff, you guys. Everybody knows that I really like picking up items in Minecraft, actually. And, like, I just really like the... Listen. Oh, that's a good noise. I love that noise. Once my inventory is, like, full... I'm not gonna use my coffer, but, like, once my inventory and my backpack are all full, then I will go home. Or actually, maybe I will just go home, like, very soon, just so that I can, like, find a decent place to start building. I don't really think I want to build it underground or anything. I think I just want it to be, like, hovering ominously in the air somewhere. Okay. Those roots make sense to me. That's normal. I don't know what's going on there. Well, okay, I mean, I do from a mechanics angle. It's because water doesn't flow through blocks ever. Wow, there's so much... I really did just almost say there's so much swamp in this swamp. Too much trash in your face? Why don't you go get some space? In space! Okay, that's probably enough. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna, like, just kind of, like, dump a ton of stuff that I have with me now. Because I really did not think that I would have been able... Like, I thought that I was gonna need a lot more help managing my mana there. Or source or whatever. Okay, that's vanilla. That's vanilla. And then all of this stuff is modded content. And now I'm gonna need a frickload of wheat. Man, if only there were somewhere that I could go get some wheat. Excellent, Matt is here. I should sleep. Sleeping is very important. Rip. Oh well. Okay, I also did just process. Wait, what do you mean? Have I missed a major lore thing? What? Did I just store one away or something? Info. Put it in my storage unit? No, so I got... About Shads, yeah. Let me just, like, drain all of my wheat supply. I don't think I ordered that properly. Good job, me. Hello! Thank you! What is this? Emergency alert. Ah! Okay. Dispel AoE. Make sure there's tag locks. What is a tag locks? Creating Ender Pearl Stasis Chamber. What's a tag lock? Okay. There's like a scrying eye or something, right? Enchanter's Eye. Oh well, okay. Ender Pearl. Soul Sand. And then just like a trapdoor. Probably some kelp too. And then I'll just like hide this somewhere in my lab, potentially off stream. It's weird that it took so long. It's weird. I wonder why Shads is doing that. Hang on, actually, I want to read that aloud again real quick. Where did I just put it? Okay. Let's switch back over the music again. Warning! Emergency! Shads has been kidnapping denizens of the Runelands lately. It is advised to make a secure location and remain distanced until the situation is sorted out. For more information, turn the page. It's unknown why Shads is kidnapping individuals, but upon being kidnapped, you will be placed into an anti-magic zone with unbreakable walls. The following methods are best used in order to counteract any potential kidnapping from occurring. Occasionally casting Dispel AoE, reveal Shads. Having each other's tag locks to enable rescue operatives. Creating an Ender Pearl Stasis Chamber. Ah. Hi, Cryptid! Creating an Ender Pearl Stasis Chamber to allow you to warp out via aid. Outside of that, there isn't much you can do at the moment. At this time, Shads is a kill-on-sight individual. Do not, I repeat, do not associate with them. This is not a drill. Please stay safe. Dang, that's crazy, bro. Anyway. So is there a way to just turn off my mini-map for a moment? Okay, one moment, JD's Gentleman. First off, let me do some fancy spookulos music, you know? What's a good one? Here we go. This is a good option. Let me duplicate this. Copy. Paste. This is... not F-City, it's just called City. What just happened? I just got disconnected. Well, that's wacky. Oh, I think the server just went down. Well, that's silly. That's very silly. Man, I've only been up for like an hour. Anyway. Okay, I accidentally just closed Minecraft. I'm so smart. I was just trying to figure out where Minecraft went. I closed it. That's where it went. Okay. Okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep building a mini game, like. Like, yeah, you know, there's a very real possibility I might randomly get kidnapped or something, so I wanna build like a stasis chamber real quick. And there's also the fun thing about, like, the ground shattering apart a little bit in front of my house. That's not great either. But I'm sure it'll all work out completely fine. And surely nobody will die painfully in the process, right? I'm still waiting for Minecraft to launch. There's a reason, there's a very good reason why I usually launch it before the stream, and it's because it takes a while to launch. Okay, it's up. Okay, logging into the server, hopefully. Streaming open. Okay, now that I'm back, let me just... That was the wrong place to go. I know that it is hidden. Let me... There we go, now I'm also muted. I'm going to a very secret place. Which is to say, everywhere. Everywhere is a secret. Oh, it feels really, really weird to... Yeah, it feels so strange to not have any sound here. So should I just be, like, narrating everything that I'm doing here for you, JDs and Lentilmen? Yeah, so I'm currently breaking some blocks to make room for an Ender Pearl stasis chamber. See, I'm not actually entirely sure how far down they need to go. So, like, what, 5-ish blocks? That's probably good. And then I need the Ender Pearl, and I think I just throw it this way. Ow, ow. Okay, so first off, that was not deep enough, actually. And second off, I know exactly what I'm doing. Which is to say, it wasn't deep enough, and then an Endermite spawned. So let me just make it, like, a silly amount of deep. If this isn't deep enough, then I'm going to sue OSHA for it not being deep enough, I guess. I don't know. Okay, next up... I need another Ender Pearl. Okay, let's see here. Let me just make sure that I will know where it is in the future now. Because I may or may not have just put that in the middle of a field somewhere. Don't worry about it. It's completely fine. I'm the best at this video game, you guys. And just because you cannot see it, it does not mean that that's any more or less correct. Okay, there we go. There we go. I should also turn back on my, my sound. There we go. That is louder than usual. I think it was around 50, actually. So it'll be touch, dispel. Okay, underfoot, dispel. What does he mean dispel? Whatever. Okay, so. Let's see here. I can also put this away. Oh, right, okay. I was working on various silly plans for Mimnigim. Wait, I can turn back on my minimap. I had actually had my minimap off because originally I was gonna do it, like, visible, where, like, everyone would get to see what I was doing, and then I realized that maybe that wasn't a great idea because you could still kind of guess where I was going. And then I ended up moving where I put it, because I was originally going to put it in my lab, and then I realized, oh wait, hang on a second. I just jumped into the water thing. I also am gonna be honest, I feel like it is actually safer for me to be out and about, for me to be out and about, than it is for me to just be hiding at my house. Because if I'm hiding at my house, I'm in an enclosed area, and it is harder for me to get away. But if I am out and about, and Shads shows up to freaking kidnap me, I can just catapult myself into the ether, you know? Speaking of which, it may not be a bad idea for me to talk to Lonnie about that one thing that he did that, like, catapulted me to the end. Okay. Well, time to go. I need to clean out all of these cobwebs. I will probably keep the one in... I'll probably keep the one in the broom closet because I think that that's very funny. In fact, I might even add a second one in the broom closet, like here. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... a couple of stacks, you know? If I get a hoe and I use it to right-click harvest, doesn't that harvest in a group? Like, and also replant as well? Oh, yes. You know, I was really wondering what was going on with that, like, random book in my house. Or not random book, sorry, with the random, like, nether chest. I really do wonder why Shads is doing this, because... I don't know, they're just tired, I guess. Boy, if I've been alive for, like, 100,000 years, I hope that I never reach that point of tired. Oh my goodness, I need to fix this real quick. Did I say 100,000 or 10,000? I'm only, I guess, 10,000, but, like, you know, there's no evidence to suggest that I'm gonna stop anytime soon. I do need to, like, you know, figure out how to build a machine to let me, like, remember things. If only Shads hadn't been, exiled, like, just before I discovered this. Because I absolutely could have gone to them to talk about, like, you know, how does a deity process, like, the thinking bone, you know? Umbropus is here, but at the same time, like, I don't know. Also, Umbropus and Shads were, like, buds, and so I'm not entirely sure if that's, like, a good/safe flavor of thing to be fiddling with, to be meddling in. Boy, I'm really glad that I made, like, these massive wheat fields already. Or earlier, I guess. Do crows even live in spruce trees? Why am I hearing crows? I don't think they live in spruce trees, guys. Dang it. What can I do with all of this stuff? Seed mixture. I can compact it into seed oil. Which then seed oil is pretty good at heating for blazes. It's so weird to me that I just, like, don't have any, thingy. Whatchamacallit? That there's no, like, spell for harvesting or for tilling. I should also, at some point, just, like, expand this area some. It would be kind of fun to actually have it go, like, through the tree line as well, even. I don't know, that's a problem for future me, and I'm not yet future me. I'm present me, and or past me. I haven't decided yet. That's also a problem for future me, and by the time that I'm future me and I have to choose, present me will be past me. You know how it gets some days, you know? Okay, this is almost certainly going to be enough. Ah. I should have... Yeah, one more stack. I feel like I've kind of, like, lost track of my original plan to, like, build a Fate engine. I feel like the... I need to figure out a name for whatever it is. Whatever I end up calling the device that I use to process wherever I put all of my memories. I think that that's currently taking precedent. But I'm also incredibly easy to distract. Let's go build a minigame. What about actually over here? Yeah, like right over this Yellowstone River kind of thing. And here. This seems like a good spot to start building it. So first off, let me, like, make a landing platform for us. Let there be light. Okay, next up, let me make sure that I can actually land on it now. Okay, cool. So next up, let me just put these down. No. Hang on, okay, first off, let me just do... I am pressing every button other than the one that I need to press. I need to be productive. I need to work on whatever I'm calling it. So let's maybe start taking things a little bit more seriously here. We're gonna grab a whole bunch of this. and a whole bunch of this. And we're gonna take all of this stuff and pull it out of there. Is my game gonna crash again? Come on! I wanna, like, do cool... There we go, okay. Okay, next up. Oh, wait, I need... this. And real quick, let me adjust the music. What should I pull up, actually? I believe... I think this is the right one that I'm looking for. One moment. I'm just so good at this. Oh, you don't capitalize the I of that letter, do you? Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. We are alone for now. This is where I'm going to be building my slightly more ominous creations. Well, okay, not actually quite all the way down here. I think I might stop right there and then expand that way. Anyway. Yeah. Okay, so this is basically my evil scheme for now. Not really quite evil. I'm not gonna turn evil or something. But what I do need is I need to know who I am and who I was. So, what I'm going to be doing here is I am going to build a device that will basically hold clones of me. It'll hold magic-based clones of me that I've actually already gotten. I think I got them last stream, like, you know, a couple months ago. Not a couple of months ago, sorry, like a month ago. And it's going to basically just hold a series of clones of myself that I can then more or less harvest out memories to remember things. So let me clear out some of these, like, other blobs. You know, for aesthetics, mostly. Okay. Bounce upwards. Oh, this is a little bit too high up. Ow. I can't believe that I'm still a little bit afraid of heights. I'm an air mage. Come on. How's that fair? Okay. So. Yeah, you know, this is kind of what I'm going to be doing. I have spent actually a while doing this. I was planning on having all of this done, like, over my break. And then I didn't get any of it done over my break because family happens. And family is real, actually, fun fact. And by real, I mean real busy some days. Hello, Zelpedic. Hang on. Zelliptic. There it is. Zelliptic, I believe. Hello! Welcome to the stream. I'm currently working on building a secret lair. Don't worry about it. So technically speaking, rabbits don't make very many, like, verbal noises, but they are often assigned a pyun sound in Japanese-based media, and so that one works, I think. The original Starwalker. Hang on. Like, Pyu or Pyun? I don't entirely know where it comes from, I'm gonna be honest. But, like, yeah, you know what? Sure, why not? I have absolutely no idea why I know this, I'm gonna be honest. I am a very big fan of rabbits, if that isn't obvious at all. And I just know a lot of weird Ow. I'm not a smart person, I'm autistic. More accurately, I'm not just a smart person, I'm autistic, and one of my hyperfixations is rabbits. I am not the FBI. Unless the FBI stands for, Fancy Bunny Investigators. If FBI stands for Fancy Bunny Investigators, then yes, I'm the FBI, because I definitely do investigate fancy bunnies. Okay, next up... was instant. Well, you know, some days you just have wordplay at the ready. Only the fanciest buns. Of course, yes, only the fanciest buns are the ones that I would investigate. Okay. Oh my gosh, am I gonna have to replace the entire floor and just turn it sideways? Okay. I'm gonna turn off my minimap just for the bit, and I'm also gonna change the stream name of Local Rabbit Makes a Double Secret Lab. Thank you very much for the follows, Elliptic. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. Secret. Whoa! Oh my gosh, did you just subscribe? I am gonna be honest, I actually didn't know you could do that. That's wacky. Is there no, hang on. That's weird. There should be an announcement for that. Let me go double check and make sure that that's working, because it very well may not be, but I did just get a notification, which is fancy. Yay! Thank you! I'm glad to hear it! Let's see. Alert box. Follows. Subscriptions. Well, that's weird. Oh my goodness gracious, they added it. Since I set up the subscription announcement, it looks like they added a setting for Prime Gaming subs that sets it up so that they don't actually, like, run... That's annoying. Anyway, I am gonna... Subscriptions. It's not the right name. It's not the right name, unfortunately, but, like, thank you. Lunar Client is one of the other popular, like, mod loader clients, isn't it? I don't know much about it, just stuff by name. Yeah, Zelliptic, Kevin, they're basically the same thing. Just got Java a few days ago, so you're curious. Okay. So actually, give me 1 second. Let me double check. Lunar Client. Okay. So Lunar Client is just like a Minecraft mod launcher. There are a bunch of them that's kind of just how you load into different versions and different mod packs and stuff. That is easier to manage than the vanilla Minecraft launcher. If you've never played with Java Edition, I would suggest that you get the vanilla launcher, fiddle around, like, the one from Mojang, fiddle around with that, and then find a couple of other launchers, and just find one that you like. Okay, Okay, let's see here. So... What is this? Cyanide? I thought that said it would be happening in 10 minutes. Okay. What is cyanite for? Just different flavors of cyanite cobblestone and probably stone bricks, I would imagine. Okay, it looks a little bit similar to granite, but, like, it's not quite granite. Let's see, let's throw that back in there. And I think one of the first things I'm going to need to do, another question, any servers of recommendations? Okay, so, number one, just like vanilla single-player survival Minecraft is honestly pretty good, and in my opinion, it's actually a little bit underrated even. I don't actually play on many servers outside of this one and, like, 1 or 2 other private servers that I don't even show on streams. But I will recommend Shotbow. It's, play.shotbow.net. They've got a minigame there that I really like called Mine Z. But in my experience... Actually, hang on, how do I word this so that it's less objective? I am not a particularly big fan of most servers, of, like, most just open public servers on Minecraft, just because I feel like I always have the trouble of I spend 60 hours trying to find some place that hasn't already been settled, and then once I settle down, I discovered that, unfortunately, everything's already been looted anyway. But if you can find mods, or if you can find servers that run mods like Looter, which instance the loot, I don't like playing Minecraft unless it's by yourself. A server you only like vanilla with another person to talk to. That is fair. Hang on, let me get a warp scroll and some source. And some source stone. That's the wrong way. Yeah, so if you are looking for, like, modded or vanilla servers, I'm not the best person to ask about that. I think that there's, like, subreddits and other websites to go for that. The only real servers that I play on are this one, which, to be fair, I believe Coven SMP is, they are actually opening applications for new members. So, you know, if you really want to join. Anyway, shilling aside, the only servers that I really play on are shotbow.net and... Okay... Yeah, so if you will go to the Discord, which I believe might be linked in my Twitch... I need to double... Wait, hang on. My Twitch about just vanishes whenever I'm streaming. Let me just pull up the Discord for Coven real quick and just send it in the chat. But there's an application that's basically like, you know, what kind of stuff would you be doing? Are you planning on streaming this? Which I think you need to be anyway. No, I'm not sure. Anyway. Generate a new link, copy link, and send here. So this server, Coven SMP, is a lore-focused, modded server. And so we are going to be doing a lot of, like, shenaniganery around, like, oh, Shads is kidnapping people. We don't know why, but they're doing that. And I'm secretly, like, a bajillion years old or whatever. Don't worry about it. Anyway, but that server link will take you to the, it will take you to the Coven SMP Discord, where you can join and also, like, interact with other members and stuff, which would be nice, I imagine. Oh no! Oh, did you, like, just make your Discord account? Oof. Yeah, some servers do that to keep out spam bots. Oh no. Yeah, well, honestly, at that point, like, you got 2 weeks. Hang out, vibe, wait, watch other people's content before applying. That way you can just get a better sense of people's vibes, you know? Okay, I think that this is far enough for a hallway. Oh my gosh, I can honestly kind of feel that. Like, when I was 17, I felt like I was never gonna be an adult. And now that I'm an adult, it feels really weird, because I'm like, why are people, like, trusting me to be responsible with things? Like, the government wants me to pay taxes? Honey, I don't know how much money I made this year. I need more source stone, frick. Or I can literally just have it... There we go. Wait until you're 30 and I'm an adult to your adult. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like 30 is the age in which the internet has decided that you have become old, TM. Okay, so this is going to be... Unk status. Yeah, exactly! I probably should have brought up a stone cutter. Can you make... Deep slate? Okay, you can't make... The heck? Why can't you make... Wait a minute. Copycat stairs! Excellent. Oh, this place is also pitch black. Let me light it up just for, like, basics for now. Up, up, up. I need to, like, go in... I need to figure out how to prevent people from taking... Well, actually, that would be another decent way to make sure that nobody else comes down here. It could just kill people who aren't set up for it. Because, like, I'm an air mage and all that, and so thus, I'm cool, legally. Just kidding, I've never once been cool in my life, and I'm okay with that, actually. Being cool is overrated. Oh, hello. That's okay. That part is going to be behind the portal. Now, if I get a source jar and I throw a warp scroll in here... Okay, awesome. All dropped items will be cleared in a minute. So I'm gonna get like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 thingies. Copycat stairs, which I think I can make out of other copycat. No, just zinc. Okay. 8. Yeah. So I had like this whole story arc on this server where when I first joined, I didn't believe in magic. And so like someone would like cast Obliterate or whatever, and I would go, "Oh yes, I see, you're using napalm. Of course, it makes very much sense." Or somebody would like do something fancy with Ars Nouveau, and I'd be like, "Ah yes, you're manipulating all of these subatomic particles in the area. Of course, yes, it makes sense." Or I would see someone like literally brewing potions, and I'd be like, "Ah, chemistry! I was never very good at chemistry, but I am quite a fan of it." And then someone showed me a shiny rock, and I realized that magic was real. So I have a sword called Science, just kind of for the bit. Shiny rock, yeah. Oh, that's kind of cursed looking, but in a very fun way. How do I put this? Hang on. It was shiny in the way that a soul is shiny. It carried the light of sentience with it. Which curse am I eating? Jess, which curse do you want me to eat? There's quite a few of them to pick from, and a lot of them are not very tasty, actually. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that the shiny thing that they showed me was, like, some flavor of contained soul essence. Oh, yes, the cursed stairs. I think they look nice, honestly. I also am really digging, like, the sideways deep slate texture. What is it actually called? It's like... Hang on. Well, it's something from the Weeping Well. You've never played Minecraft. Yeah, that's fair. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, cool. This. The complete design. And I think that this complete design thing is actually going to be something that I'm going to utilize. Because to my understanding of how it looks looks like it could just be like a mechanical soul, basically. And if I'm making a machine that is capable of storing tens of thousands of years of memory, I'm going to need some pretty powerful soul matter for that. But before I can store tens of thousands of years of memory, I need to have a really cool secret layer. Do we have sconces? Okay. Those will have to do. Souls are classically mechanical. Yeah, exactly. Wait, hang on. No, I mean like beep boop robot style soul. Souls are organic-ish. Is light organic? Okay, now we're talking about like... Is light organic? Because if light is organic, then souls are organic. But if light isn't organic, then that doesn't mean that souls aren't organic. Means they can't be measured geometrically. Okay, yeah. Wait, hang on. How is that different than non-Euclidean? Because isn't Euclidean geometry just anything that exists in, like, square spaces? AKA geometry? That being said, I've never actually studied non-Euclidean geometry, so I'm probably wrong. Okay, yeah, that is fair. Okay, so the thing is, it's getting a little bit annoying to have to, like, pop all the way upstairs to drop off and pick up items, and then pop all the way back downstairs, to build for, like, 5 minutes. So one of the things that I might do at some point is... nope, other side. Here we go. Ta-da! Is I might take this whole chain conveyor system that I have, that actually currently... Where does it feed into the ground? There we go. It feeds into the ground here and just kind of, like, phases through matter. Oh, wow, these are really full. Huh. It phases through matter, and then let me go back downstairs. Hang on. There we go, okay. And then if I just... Oh my gosh, what did you just do? Okay, thank you, Mechanical Arm, for not turning all of my stuff into saw-bladed things. Ow. Here we go, okay. So I have these chain conveyors that what if I have them basically just separate from here and just spiral downwards? By the way, hang on, let me show you the mechanism for this, because I built it off stream and it's actually really simple. It's literally just... It's just this. So when I trigger this, it just pulls all the way up, and then let me... Oh, hang on, let me run... There we go. There we go, I'm back inside. Don't worry about it. Man, I'm the smartest. This is so cool. I feel so cool for making this. This took me a lot longer than I'm willing to admit to just get it to rise and lower properly and to, like, sync up and everything. Anyway, There we go. How's this looking? A mostly broken stone hoe is just still sitting in there. Okay. Right. What do I need? I need a lot of silly nonsense type stuff is the I guess the problem. I might actually... Okay, didn't realize those were still there. I might actually take some of the rotational power from here and also just connect it down, like send it way downwards. That's fine. May not be a bad idea to put, like, some kind of, like, regeneration or something here. Wait, I have magic. I can just... heal. Anyway, so... maybe I should have brought, like, a bunch of just signs with me. And also probably those ominous jars with, like, me in them that Joe helped me make. It'll be fine. I'm the best at this. And also, I need to change the music because I'm gonna go insane if I don't. 1 second. You're gonna scream? What are you gonna scream about? There's a lot of things you could be screaming about. Can't find a server to play. Ooh. Well, again, I would suggest fiddling around with play.shopbo.net. Let's kind of pull up. How about I literally just do like Tunic ambience? I can just pull up Tunic ambience again. Boop. Let me double check. So it is play, and then a dot, and then the word shot bow, and then a dot, and then net. 1 moment. Yeah, exactly, that one. Thank you! I'm going to be honest, I could have sworn that I had set up automod to, like, disable all links a while ago, and then I hadn't been able to figure out how to fix it, but apparently I fixed it at some point. So that's good to know. Okay, anyway, let's see here. Cheeseburger. Hamburger. Okay, now I think it is probably time for me to start. I don't know what I want to make the roof out of. Frick. What? Cheeseburger does sound pretty good. I've got stew making. I've got stew cooking. It's gonna be ready in like 3 hours. And I don't know what I'm gonna eat while waiting because like I'm hungry enough that I want like free dinner, you know? Also, I want some lab rat anti-panels for the portal room. And then I want, like, some weird, creepy, like, flowing liquid or goo or whatever in the walls as well. That's just kind of fun. I really wish that you could have, like, a fluid version of Source in Ars Nouveau. Just for the aesthetics, you know? That would look so cool. You want wings? Like, the flying type or, like, chicken wings? Because chicken wings are pretty good, but, like, flying wings? Oh, that'd be cool. Chimpkin wings. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense, yeah. I was a little bit confused, but, like, you know. I want wings sometimes. The flying kind, I mean. I've heard that you can get it from drinking Red Bull, but caffeine just gives me a migraine, so I don't. A juicy burrito. Burritos are alright. I usually get, like, burrito bowls instead, because I feel like they have, like, more stuff in them, and I'm a college student. Drink enough of them, you should have several wings. Ooh, that's fair, yeah. Might I suggest... Oh, lag spike, apparently. Might I suggest... Sandwich. No, actually, jokes aside, for food... It sounds like you want just kind of like something with like a lot of protein and or meat in it. Because everything that you've suggested so far, it's like chicken wings, which is meat and flavor, and hamburger, which is like meat and flavor and like a little bit of veggie and stuff. Yeah. So like I don't know what restaurants are in the area. But I feel like whenever I'm, like, really hungry, what I will get is I will get, like, Chipotle, and I'll basically get extra of everything that they will let me get extra with, without paying extra. And so, like, I'll get, like, extra rice and extra lettuce, I'll get the chicken, and then I'll bring it home, and then sometimes, this song is, like, barely a song. Let's do East Forest ambience instead. Anyway. Um... And then sometimes, if I have like the foodstuffs to spare, if I got like chicken or whatever at the store that week, then I will actually bring chicken, like I will cook some chicken myself and just add it to the meal later. And then that will usually cover me for 2 meals as well, which is really nice. There will not be spare if you have food right now. Okay, yeah, that is fair. I think these logs need to be... Oh my gosh, okay. I think that these logs need to be stripped log instead of just raw. Axe. I said axe. Demondaxe. Ho ho ho. Okay, and pipes. So I want some copper. Put some of these there, and then I want to grab some source gem blocks. Because, you know, obviously I want to be decorating my portal before I'm even finished with it. That's actually in the wrong storage system. Okay, what other cool things could I use to make it look like I'm, like, stabilizing the portal, you know? Maybe, like, some crying obsidian is not a particularly stable material, I personally feel. Some Skulk Shriekers could look really cool, actually. Oh yeah, I still have a bunch of spare netherite. I forgot about that. Ars Nouveau makes it so easy to, like, you know, get netherite. Is netherite a block that you can, like, place in multiple directions? Hang on. Sorry, ancient debris, not netherite. Ancient beef, blighted gunk, massive blighted gunk, blighted gunk. I don't know what blighted gunk is, anyway. It is not, dang it. Because that would be a very cool thing to use, just like some ancient debris as a flex would be kind of fun. Ow. Okay, well that didn't work either. So what if I do these shriekers with, like, amethyst clusters over them? Coming from that, and then... So how do these work? Okay. And can I then turn this into the other side? Yeah, there's a lot. I got a lot of wood. Because this whole area used to be pretty dense forest, along with this, and I think that there was also some dense forest down here, and I cleared out all of that, and so I just have 1,000,000 wood. Okay, and then if I... side bent pipe. Wait. What? There we go. And then I want it... What? These pipes do not make any sense to place, and I think that just teleported into my bathroom. That one also just teleported into my bathroom. That one did not. Let me go grab these things from my bathroom and then hop back down. Okay. It would be cool if they had it so that, like, you could right-click the pipes to spin them. Oh my gosh. Okay, I didn't think I'd be able to step on that. Goodness. So if I crouch and get really close... Hang on. I have a really stupid idea real quick. Ooh, that startled me. One moment. Oh yeah, no, this is absolutely exactly what I want these things to do instead. So resource packs. So now, we wait for a moment. And we continue waiting for a moment. And we continue to wait for a moment. And I continue to not understand these stupid frickin' pipes. Okay, I'm just gonna use create pipes. I know how create pipes work. Bop. Bop. Let me close the bathroom door. Oh! Oh, my game is lagging! Oh no! There we go, okay. Hey, you guys want to hear what sound I just replaced shriekers with? Because I personally think that it's incredibly funny. So I need to do one silk song here, one silk song there, and then it did occur to me that I don't actually have a block to put there. So let me find something like fancy and cool to put in there. Lotus Weave, Ghost Weave, Mage Bloom, Source Stone. What about, like, some of the runic? What is this? Ooh, 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 ooh! Twisted Rock. Ooh, there we go. I thought I still had a little bit of Twisted Rock left. Chiseled Twisted Rock. Yes, that's what I want. I want 2 pieces of chiseled Twisted Rock. But I'm pretty sure that that's like an annoyingly rare resource to get a hold of, and so I am going to not use too much of it yet. Okay, that really didn't... I need to figure out what to do. Maybe just, like, powdered snow into carpet or whatever. I did forget that these aren't fluid tanks, and so it won't automatically connect. Okay, so if I grab these... a fluiduct. No. No, I have not tried a fluiduct. So what if I literally just, like... Yeah, that would work. So if I go in here... Got no idea what tech... Yeah, I don't actually entirely know which mods I'm playing with either. This mod pack mostly has, like... Mostly has magic stuff, but then there's also just, like, the create mod. And I'm not complaining that they added the create mod, because it is my favorite mod. Do I have a catalyst? Ooh. That could look really cool. But it could backfire really badly. That. I want those. Okay. Can I turn these in? I can't. Okay. Pure Moonstone is just made with Moonstone, which I doubt I have any. Oh, okay. I have a little bit, but not enough, so I'm gonna need to go out and collect it, unless I can make it. I can haunt Prismarine into it. Which... Can I make Prismarine? Boop, boop, boop. And I don't actually know how the Soulwood Totem thing. But, like, yeah, legit, Create is one of my favorite mods. And then this gets haunted into Moonstone, and then it gets cooked into Cured Moonstone, and then I think Cured Moonstone then gets mixed with black dye? Haunting! Yes, okay. Do I have any black dye, like, at all? Oh my gosh, I love Tinkerer's Constructs. It is such a fun mod. Oh, what is this? Black caution wrap with pig iron. I wonder if that's... I don't think I've played with any of the Thermal series mods yet. If I have, then I don't actually know much about them. Let's see here. So then I need to blast it, I think? Yeah, I blast it. Okay. And then I need to go over here. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun to just, like, fine-tune all of your equipment with Tinker's Construct. I really hope that that works that way. Ooh, maybe I should have made sure that it... Oh, good, okay, it does crush properly. And then I'm gonna need, like, some random other stuff as well. I need... How do I make orange dye? Wild spikes. I think I have a couple of spare wild spikes. Dye. I have 2 of those, and then I need some redstone. And then I think I need... white dye as well. And this is probably done cooking. Yum. Yummy. Ba-ba-do. Ba-doop. And then I think I just put all of these in here. And then I put these here. Like that? How does this work? Kind of sounds like bone blocks. Wait, hang on. I should drop off any of the, like, the dyes that I don't need. And then... boop. Okay. Then I break these. I put these here. They really do, in the inventory screen, they look like they're just gonna have smiley faces on them. Hang on. Because I want to make sure I have that, and then that, and then that. Ooh, that's cool looking. Though I think that these should actually be going inwards instead of outwards. Wait, hang on. Yeah, they don't connect if they do that. Right. Why did I do that? Why did I just put that there? Okay, there we go. And now I just kind of want to fill... Yeah, that'll work. Cover. Ba-do. Silksong ++. Silksong ++ sounds like a mod that just overhauls the entirety of Silksong that the entire Hollow Knight fandom hates. Okay. Okay, here we go. And then what do I want? Oh, what about like Blackstone? Blackstone could be really cool to do. Like smooth Blackstone though. I don't actually know how you make smooth Blackstone. I'm kind of just... Is there even a smooth Blackstone? Night Polyblock. That's wild. Okay. You have polished. You can make a Blackstone furnace. Is there no smooth Blackstone? My gosh, there isn't. What the frick? I think I was thinking of polished Blackstone. So let me try that out. Maybe I shouldn't have made a full stack, but it's okay. I'm the best and most cool person, and so I definitely know what I'm doing. You can't see it, but I'm shaking my head vehemently because I also know that I have no idea what I'm doing in any situation ever. Oh, it would be very cool to put Gilded Blackstone in here as well. Gilded Black... Yeah, I think it'd be really fun to put Gilded Blackstone, like, over the pipes, specifically. Yeah! Oh, I like this. Okay. It's also a really fun contrast to, like, the brighter and cozier flavorings of my first floor. Oh, wow, I have just enough Gilded Blackstone. Weird, I could have sworn that in the vanilla game you could, smelt him. Now, I don't think that I want the, I don't think that I want the ceiling the whole way to be made out of Blackstone. So I'm not sure what block I could make it out of instead. Create has a ton of, like, various building blocks, right? Why don't I look into some of those? Cut Deep Slate could be kind of cool to use. Scorchia could also be neat, but it's crazy expensive because squids don't spawn properly. So yeah, I might just use Cut Deep Slate. Anyway, and I believe one of the mods that we have installed makes Gilded Blackstone twinkle, right? Right? No, it doesn't. Oh, that's a shame. Unless it only does that when it's, like, got air blocks that it's exposed to. I want to double check that, or else I'm going to go insane later. Okay, no. So, we have the return portal room set up. Next up, this, I think, like, right here is going to be the main chamber. But I think that this direction is actually going to be a different thing. Yeah, I think I definitely am going to want to use just regular old cut deep slate for this. Like, for all of the ceilings. And I might even actually have it so that, like, after a certain point... Okay, why did that startle me? Seeing someone join and then leave and then join again instantly kind of freaked me out a little bit. I am easily startled, fun fact. Please never anybody try to startle me, because I will just cry. Or I will get, like, angry about it, because sometimes being like, jump scared just pisses me off. Shibe seems to be having some trouble connecting right now. That's weird. Yeah, jump scares are cheap. I think I've actually ranted about this a couple of times on stream when I'm playing, like, horror games and stuff. You know, the 2 times I've ever played horror games, I've probably ranted about it. But I feel like jump scares are a game admitting that they are not confident enough in their own ability to actually scare the player. And so instead, they just startle you without any, like, real effort. Interestingly, the only 2 games that I think have used jump scares efficiently, at least that I have played, were Doki Doki Literature Club, which the only, like, major jump scare that I saw was when Monica jump scares you for spying on her. And I think that's, like, good as comedy. And then in Buddy Simulator, there was one major jump scare that I saw coming from a billion gigaparsecs away. To the extent where, like, if anyone here remembers seeing it, I literally was just like, okay, and there's gonna be a jump scare now, right? And then there was a jump scare, and then in future iterations, when I went back to that area, I would go, jump scare, just as it happened. And, like, that one is still a little bit cheap, but at least a little bit more forgivable, I think. Anyway, okay, so... gigaparsecs. Thank you! I'm gonna be completely honest about that. That is not my joke. I absolutely yoinked that joke from Wambu. I don't remember the context for that sentence. But at some point he says something along the lines of, I saw that coming from a billion gigaparsecs away. Whee! And let me just eat some honey cake, because for some reason honey cake is weirdly filling. Hup. I think it would be very funny. Hang on. I think that... How do I make honey cake? Honey cake is just baked cake base, which is just cake base, which actually, dang it. I think that would be really funny to have, like, a thing, like a little just food bar here of something that I can just eat and it'll get automatically replenished. That would be the best bit ever. What is a honey puff? Oh, those look like they'd make a very tasty sound. Anyway, okay, cut deep slate. Cut deep slate. Let me experiment with the ceiling. Plot twist, I'm gonna break open one of these ceiling pieces, and it's just gonna drop a warden on top of me. Like, it wouldn't, that's... Yeah, like an auto-feeding upgrade, but only in this specific room, almost. I feel like I could actually probably set up, because, hang on, actually, what does a honey cake require? I think the hardest part for me would be getting the eggs. I would have to have, like, 1,000,000 chickens, and then I would have to have wheat that passes through a crushing wheel, or actually that crushes through a mill, and then gets washed into dough. And then I would need a sugar farm as well, except I could theoretically just, like, use honey for a sugar farm. Ooh, this is kind of cool looking. Oh, I do kind of like this. It definitely feels a little bit more sinister than the rest of my base. Which, like, that's kind of the intent, actually. I want this place to look a little bit more sinister and a little bit more, like, almost out of character for me. Because, like, you know, speaking outside of lore, this is kind of supposed to represent, like, my character starting to panic a little bit, starting to get more and more worried about, like, who was I, who could I have been? And so as a result, this, like, top secret lair that I build is a visually darker building to represent, like, a literally darker mindset, just a more frightened, worried one. Also, I think that it would be really funny if in vanilla Minecraft, when you drop an item on top of a stone cutter, it just gets, like, turned into stone or something. Like, or alternatively, it just gets automatically cut into the first variant of itself, and it just keeps going until it would enter a loop, and then it gets destroyed. But that would be bad game design, if I'm being honest. If that were to happen, I would actually complain about it. I just think it'd be funny to do. No. 6. Here we go. Ba-ba-da. Ah. Right. That's why I carry a pickaxe, because stairs don't work properly. I have all sorts of these, like, dumb, stupid, silly ideas for Minecraft that I do not think should be put into the game. Actually, I'm gonna be honest, I feel very strongly about, like, what I think does and doesn't belong in Minecraft sometimes. Like, I love Create and I love Ars Nouveau, and I would actually be really upset if either of those mods got put into the game, because I don't think that they fit with the identity. I frequent the Minecraft suggestion subreddit, and there have been a couple of times in which people suggested really interesting and really clever ideas, but they wouldn't quite fit right. Do I remember any examples of that, actually? Hang on. There was one specifically, and I don't remember what it was, which is gonna bother me. Ooh, that's good. I like that. There was one instance specifically, and I don't remember what it was, but I think somebody had, like, suggested some kind of, like, fast travel or, like, new end edition, and I very definitely remember going, hey, this would actually be so cool as a mod, and I would not want it in the main game. And OP just responded with, like, wow, you really just told me to stop cooking. Which, like, no, I didn't. I told them that I liked it, but that it doesn't quite fit in the main game. But I don't know, maybe that is what it means to if you tell someone not to cook. I don't really understand slang. That's why I use stuff like radical and sick and gnarly sometimes. Yeah, exactly. I think that it is entirely reasonable to have no freaking clue what you're saying. Or more accurately, to have no freaking clue what, like, the quote popular kids are saying. Because I've never once been popular before, and I'm happy with that. The only time that you should ever be gatekeeping yourself is if you are at a gate and you are not supposed to be let in. I don't know if that sentence makes sense to anyone outside of my own head, but, you know. Yeah, exactly. Like, almost every time I've seen people who were popular, it seemed like it was so much effort to be popular. And, like, I don't want to put that much effort into being popular. I just want to hang out and vibe and, like, be moderately autistic about rabbits or whatever. I don't know. Definitely not already planning to have, like, secret doors and stuff here. I would never do that. Listen, the ability to place, like, ghost blocks and stuff with Ars Nouveau has done irreparable damage to my psyche already. I am already, like, planning out evil schemes where I, like, replace Matt's floor or something. And that's a very dangerous thought process for me to entertain, because I might do it someday. You know, just for the bit. Like, not even to be a problem, not even, like, to be mean, just for the bit of, yeah, but what if I replaced Matt's floor with not his floor? And then it drops him into the back rooms. See, that kind of thought process is a little bit dangerous for me sometimes, because, like, I would do it. I learned on one server that I was in a few years ago, I learned that one of my friends on the server had played the game Omori. And so on that server, I had, like, all these floating islands that I was building at the time. And so I built a house on a floating island that when you walked in, you walked in through a map into an infinity room that was solid white on the walls, and then there was a faint black outline in all the corners, and then there was a map with a cat that said waiting for something to happen, and then something from Omori was directly behind the player, marking out where the door was. It was fun. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah! Ah! Stop! There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this is going to be just level all around, I believe. Five. Actually, I think that this, I want to go up a little bit higher. 5. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there we go. And now I'll just need to replace all of that with cut deep slate momentarily. I am really kind of fiddling around with gradients lately, and I'm having a lot of fun with them. Okay. That being said, I probably should be heading out in about 20 minutes, just because I'm getting tired. Every now and then I'll, like, just make little vocalizations and stuff, and they will accidentally be part of, like, the Batman the Animated Series. Do-do-do-do-do. Ba-da-da-da-dun. Ba-da-da-da. Anyway, that's the only section of the opening that I know, though, so, you know. Oh, a little bit of lag there. Swoop. Swoop. And then I need to put this here. And I need, like, 4 more of these. Hup. Boink, boink. Oh my gosh, I used to do that so much as a kid. That's actually one of the Pink Panther... Like, the first couple of notes of the Pink Panther theme are actually one of the only things that I can play on the piano. And I have no idea why. Like, actually, I don't know why. Okay, I do like that. That's really good. Oh, I looked up, and then I looked back this way, and for a second, I felt like I was, like, a block tall. That would be cool. Okay, so this chamber is going to lead into... I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet. Mhm. Mhm. Eka? Yes, I'm still watching YouTube. Why? I really don't like YouTube very much. It's kind of got a monopoly on the industry, though, which sucks. Kind of one of the reasons why I'm streaming more than I'm making YouTube videos, and also because sometimes making YouTube videos is not worth it to me. It takes so much effort, and then I kind of just don't get any result out of it. And so for now, I'm kind of trying to focus a little bit more on streaming than YouTube. Okay. I am getting tired. Oh, wait, I need the jars. I need the jars. Okay. I can't get them out. This is really weird. I can't take these out. Can't pull... Yeah, are you guys seeing this? Where it just, like, I click on it and it just doesn't go? What the heck is happening? Okay, so I'm not going insane. Oh, hello, friend. I don't entirely know what friend is doing. Their best, probably. Yeah, it's going in, and then it's just disappearing. I'll be honest, I'm just kind of getting too tired to deal with it. I'm getting tired enough that, like... Anyway, I'm getting tired enough that, like, I kind of just... I'm gonna be ending the stream pretty soon. But... Next week, Hytale is apparently releasing. I never really got, like, into Hytale hype stuff. Because just as I was getting into it, there was the big dramatic announcement that it was canceled. And then very suddenly, it's not canceled anymore. Which is kind of sick. But I am looking into streaming Hytale next week. So if that is something that you are interested in, then please do let me know. Because it's like a $20 investment. Anyway, but outside of that, you know, there's all sorts of links all over the place. I probably don't need to tell people how to use the internet nowadays. People probably know. I still really like this windmill. That's a good windmill. Anyway, I don't think that I need to tell people how to use the internet. Like, Uh-oh, hang on. Okay, I'm very smart, you guys. I'm so good at everything in the world. The whole thing. Cookies on a plate. There we go. Yoink. Yeah, that's kind of where I am, too. I know bits and bobs about it specifically because of Chippy Gaming. And I think that it looks like it could be a really, really fun game. Or it could be thoroughly disappointing, you know? And it feels like there's so much hype around it that it's either going to be really good or it's going to be kind of okay and that will be very disappointing, you know? But at the same time, I would really like to check it out. And so, you know what? Like, maybe I'll get into it. We'll see. But if you want to keep up to date with me on that, then, like, you know, I have Discord, I have, like, other things and all that. But for now, I'm gonna go because my stew's gonna be ready in, like, 2 hours, and I might take a nap before then, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little bit tired. So thank you all very much for coming, and I hope that you have a lovely morning, evening, and I'll see you another time. Goodbye! Where's my stream in button?